Welcome back. Today we're diving into a really ambitious piece. It's a thriller across Prague and New York, digging into human consciousness and its potential weaponization.
Yeah, high-stakes stuff. We're focusing mainly on structure and flow today.
Exactly. So let's jump right in. Our first thought is this. Integrating exposition with action risks disrupting the material's otherwise breakneck pacing.
Right. That pacing is fantastic, really gripping. But then you get these moments with, dense scientific concepts, the Gaba filter, retrocausality.
Dropped right when Professor Langdon is literally running from Uzi agents?
Precisely. Or fleeing in that SUV with the ambassador. It forces the reader to sort of stop and process complex ideas just when the action should be ramping up.
Yeah, you hit the brakes mentally. The weakness is clear. These info dumps, while fascinating, happen during peak urgency.
Okay, but isn't that science crucial? I mean, the whole non-local consciousness idea, the CIA Stargate history, doesn't explaining it during the chase underline the stakes? Are we risking making it feel less important if we move it?
That's a fair question. The suggestion isn't to cut the science. It's vital. It's more about when and how it's delivered. Restaging it, perhaps?
Restaging. How do you mean?
Well, instead of the full lecture during the SUV escape, maybe filter bits earlier. Like the brain as radio analogy could be part of Langdon's internal thoughts while he's swimming, a calmer moment.
Okay, I see. Or the Stargate history?
Maybe that's background material Catherine reviews while waiting for someone, Integrate it more subtly before the crisis hits. Let the action scenes breathe.
Got it. So keep the high-tension moments focused purely on action and essential immediate dialogue. Save the deeper dives for quieter spots.
Exactly. If the character's running, the reader needs to feel like they're running too. No time for a science lesson then.
Okay, that makes sense. Preserving the momentum. But then how does that connect to the emotional core, specifically the antagonist?
Ah, good transition. That brings us nicely to the second point. We need to bolster critical narrative links to maximize the emotional payoff of the antagonist's character identity.
The golem. A really compelling figure. This protective entity born from Sasha's trauma?
Yes, stemming from Gessner and Michael Harris. But the weakness here is that we see the golem's brutality first, the murders of Gessner, Finch, that initial attack.
Before we really understand the why, before the psychological context, like his birth after the Malvina killing, is fully revealed.
Right, so the final reveal that this violent force is Sasha's protector, it lands, but maybe it could land even harder. It needs stronger anchors earlier on.
More foreshadowing of the connection. You mentioned that childhood nickname V. Prater and the memory blackouts. How do we weave that in without it feeling like, just dropping clues?
That's the trick. The suggestion is to use subtle, maybe sensory details tied to Sasha's specific trauma, but link them to the golem's appearances or actions.
Okay, examples?
Well, Langdon notices things about Sasha's life, her cats, Harry and Sally, the movie poster. Small details, so when the golem appears, maybe there's a fleeting sensory link.
Like,
Perhaps the epilepsy wand, that symbol of her seizures, is found near a victim, or maybe a specific physical tic. The golem, as a trembling, mirrors something described about Sasha's blackouts.
I see. So you're connecting his violence directly back to her vulnerability, her specific past, through these small, almost subconscious details.
Exactly. Anchor his actions to her personalized trauma. It makes the final discovery that he is her protector not just shocking, but truly deeply heartbreaking. It elevates the whole thing.
Got it. Making those links more concrete and visceral earlier on.
Precisely. So to recap quickly, two main areas we touched on today. First, managing that flow, pulling the dense exposition out of the high-action sequences.
Right, restaging it to maintain that fantastic pacing.
And second, strengthening the foundation for the golem's identity reveal. Yeah, weaving in those specific, personalized sensory details linked to Sasha's trauma early on to really maximize the emotional punch when everything clicks into place.
Makes sense. Clear, actionable points.
Great. We're really looking forward to seeing how you choose to integrate these ideas. As always, feel free to send the material back for another look when you're ready.
Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a book. Let's answer the question together.
Will you read this?